Hello, this is Diego Saldivar. I'm a Neurogame developer and I have a bit of interesting news to share this month. As of late, I have been able to find a few fellow Neurogame developers all around the world, and that makes me feel a little bit less alone. I would like to feature Itar Inbar this month in my channel because he, just like me, has gone through the lengths of providing a free Neurogame development template for anyone to use. It is compatible with the Muse because it's the cheapest in the market so far, and it's made for web. So if you know how to make web applications, now you can make your own Neurogames. This is Brain Arcade.io. The link is in the description below. You can either connect your own Muse or explore without a device, which will be giving you a bit of random information. You can also go into the GitHub in order to be able to download the source code and make your own Neurogames. So let's connect the Muse. As you can see, it's scanning. My computer just finds the Muse and pairs with it. It's just connecting. Give it a moment. And loading quality check. And start. Most likely, I've got good quality on my head. Now let's get to the command center. This is where we calibrate the Muse because this one requires calibration. There we are. And here we have how focused, relaxed, alert, drowsy, stressed, or everything else I am in here. Apparently things are flowing very nicely. Now let's actually play a game. Of course, you have your typical meditation Neurogame where being calm and relaxed is being oof, 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 oof. As I speak, of course, the relaxation goes way, way down. But if you calm down, you float like a yogi in a stereotypical land of everything. That's kind of nice, it's very standard. You're supposed to get calm and quiet and still. But I mean, it's not all about being calm and concentrated and very, very focused. I like that this website, this Neurogame arcade, also has some other kind of Neurogames that reward other kinds of mind states. Let me explain. I actually like the idea of a bad diver because you're supposed to get stressed, and the more stressed you are, the easier it is to catch all these fish. So it kind of showcases the other side of the coin, as I have been advocating for quite a while in Neurogame development. It's not just all about concentrating and meditating, but you can also just be all over the place. In this case, this brain model is looking for someone who's stressed in order to give them a higher score. So that's actually quite nice. I will also be showcasing other Neurogames where you're supposed to be, relaxing. But I actually like this bad diver game. It rewards stress, and that's unconventional when it comes to neurotechnology and neurofeedback, where calmness and concentration are usually rewarded. Let me see if I can continue getting more and more fish. Stress. This is kind of like the aquatic equivalent of my pyrokinesis demos, where you're supposed to be pissed in order to get the fire going. In this case, it's something kind of similar. The more you relax, of course, the more the fish are scattered, but the more you stress, the more the fish clump together, and it's easier to catch them. Now, of course, it's not that I'm super stressed, it's just that I'm not quiet, calm, and meditating. And when someone speaks while using one of these brain-computer interfaces, you'll find that their brain signature is not exactly calm, relaxed, and meditating. So yeah, whenever I have any kind of demos, people usually find it difficult to concentrate and relax in order to get the rewards that are associated with that kind of mental mindscape. Because of course it's the first time they're trying it, and sometimes they're speaking in order to give me feedback, so that messes with the signal. But in here I can be just as chatty as I want because I'm supposed to be a bad diver. So that's nice. I like that metric here. Frustration. The more frustrated you are, the more higher your score you get. But I think that, I mean, I could be here forever just talking and being frustrated, but I think that as soon as I hit 10,000 fish, I'll just move on. Now here I'm supposed to be quiet and relaxed in order to slow down the train, but just as you can see, when I speak, the train speeds up. Also, it's a feedback loop. Just the stress of getting the train coming at me is enough to really it's coming at me, it's coming. Oh, there's also a sea of thoughts just getting at you. You're supposed to get to this thought, but I cannot get to it if I'm not engaged. I have to be really, really engaged in order to push this thing forward. Just concentration, engagement is what drives this forward. Let me see, there we go, there we go. I can do it, I can do it. I believe it myself, I can do it! I think. I think the metric is right behind me, but you know. And for those people who just love looking at brainwaves, here you go, your brainwaves in real time. Of course, if you want to contribute your own game or just make your own, just click on contribute your own game right here, or if you're in home, you can click on GitHub and you will be shown to the GitHub repository where you can download all the source code, and also you get a little bit of philosophy, features, instructions, and some other legalese that you should take into account, by the way. Legal is very important in the game development community. You know, something that I love about Itar's GitHub is that he basically starts with the philosophy of this all, which I really vibe with. You know, having a vision where users can engage with neurotechnology today in a democratized manner, and also where developers have a very easily accessible tool set that allows them to make neurogames even without knowing all that much about neurology. That is golden, and that's something I have been striving to do for many years. Right now, I think it's 4 years and running. And this is like looking at the mirror with a much more handsome guy on the other side, you know? And it's fantastic. I just love the idea of not being alone as a neurogame developer who's also trying to open wide the market. At some point, I do want to talk about all the problems I have encountered in trying to make neurogames a commercial reality. But the first step towards making neurogames accessible to any gamer in the world is basically to have the technology at hand to allow game developers to be able to make neurogames with lowered barriers of entry. And then everything else is just like any other game. And with that, I thank you very much, and I hope that this gives you a little bit of thirst to create your own neurogames. And pay attention to this channel, I will be having a couple surprises coming soon. Thank you once more, and I will be seeing you around. Goodbye!